Hi guys, Scott with Houston Event Photography. We're going to just basically show you how to start TEPS-X software up and get off and running. Down at the bottom in our taskbar we have three icons that we have pulled down here from the program folder. We have the share folder, we have the print center folder, and we have a processor folder. You're going to click on the one that looks like a little camera to start the program. And depending on the job that you're at, some jobs I have just one computer running that's going to be both capturing and printing. Or if you're in a networked environment where we have a bunch of cell stations hooked up, it depends on what button you're going to push to start the program. If we were doing a job where we're only using one computer and one set of printers to both capture and print, you would click this start setting button. It would look for the camera, and once it finds the camera, it's going to open up a screen and tell you where it's putting those images, and it normally names that by the date, and that's fine. Once we get them to the studio, we'll rename it to the date and the customer's name. But in this case, I don't have a camera hooked up to this computer, so I'm just going to show you how you would start the software up if you're just looking at images that are already on the computer. So you just hit preview images, and all of my images are in a folder called main image folder, and you'll see I have a whole bunch of different jobs down here that we've already taken, and I'm just going to open up this demo image folder because there's only a few images in there. The more images you have in a folder, if you have to restart for any reason, and say you've taken 500 or 1,000 pictures already that day, it's going to take a long time once you restart the computer for the computer to load up all 500 or 1,000 thumbnails. So normally on a really large job, we would shoot barcodes, and when you're in the barcode mode, it doesn't preload the thumbnails, so it almost starts instantly, just like when it's in the demo images mode, because there's not very many images in there. It comes up pretty quick. Anyway, this will be your main screen. We would have a template probably preloaded in here for a particular job. These templates over here are just for like you're wanting to print a print just like it comes out of the camera. They're just 4x6s, 5x7s, and 8x10 blank canvases, and a canvas basically is just the size of the paper that you're going to be printing the print onto. So if somebody wanted a 5x7 print, you're going to pick a 5x7 canvas, either portrait or landscape. So let's open this one up. This will be a better example. Over here on the right hand side, the only way you can zoom a picture in and out is use this little slider. And so that's what zooms the picture in and out. You just click on it and hold it, and you can move it around wherever you like. You notice the little icon on the screen is a hand. That lets you know that you're in the shift zoom mode. If for some reason this was a green screen and you had gone into the green screen mode over here and you tried to move this image around, notice now that the icon is not a little hand, and if you drag on the picture, it's going to make some kind of changes to the chroma key setting. So you always want to make sure you're in shift zoom when you're doing any kind of moving the image around or zooming in and out. Okay, so that's basically what it does. I'm going to show you down here. Let's find a chroma key background. Here's one called Pirate. We're going to switch this over, and this is going to look really crazy because I got a regular image. It's not a green screen in there, but I'm going to pull one of these green screen images in from another job, and I'm just going to show you how this processor works. You can always click on this icon here and it's going to show you what printers you have online. In this case, I have none because I have no printers hooked up to this computer right now. But it would show you your printers right here. If for some reason your printers aren't showing up here, unplug the USB cable on the back that goes to the printers and replug it in, and normally they'll show up. I put all my printers on a hub, so there's only one cable going into the back of the computer that goes to the printers, and sometimes that hub doesn't connect when you first start the software, so you have to unplug it, plug it back in, and then all your printers will show up. And you need to do this before you start printing. You know, you need to do a test print when you get at a job to make sure that it's working correctly. All right, I'm gonna hide this, which is Command H on a Mac. Show you this processor, what it does, and I'm gonna pause it so that you can see what happens. Now I'm gonna go back to the program, and I'm gonna go over here, and I'm gonna say I want one 4x6 print to file. And I'll probably explain in another video if you watch any what a print to file is. But a print to file is where we're just sending this image to a folder as a digital file. If I was to just give my client the images that we take with the camera at a job, on a green screen job, all they're going to do is get a bunch of images with the screen background. It's not going to show the green screen background that we created for the job. So you have to do a print to file on all these so that they can actually see what the picture looked like that you gave to their client. All right, so I'm gonna hit OK. I just want to print one, and it's gone. And now if I open up this processor, you'll notice there's one job sitting there, and when I hit resume, it's going to happen real fast. It's going to put the background image in there, which is a ship and the rocks and all that. It's going to place this picture on there, and then it's going to place this border on the front with the logo and all that onto the picture, and then it's going to send it on to as a digital file. So once I hit resume, this is going to happen really quick. Just watch up in this little area right here, and you'll see it happen. Background, photo, and it oriented it to the right orientation, and it sent it on to a digital file. And if I go into my Finder over here and I go to my print to file folder, you'll see right here today, there's what it printed out. And this was probably a 5x7 picture, and that's why if you noticed on there, and this is another thing you want to do when you send digital files, you want to make sure that they are looking right, especially if you're selling digital files to a customer, like at our Santa Claus pictures, we sell digital files. So there it is right there. I'd need to go back in there. Let's do one just to see. That was a 4x6. And I don't have a 5x7 set up in here for some reason. But normally we would have a 5x7 digital file, and we'd just send it over there, and it would probably show you all this border on there. All right, if you have any questions, just email me at info@houstoneventphotography.com. Thanks for watching.